proceedings, Your Honor, we cited a number of reasons in support of the application. Your Honor, including the security. No, Your Honor, the scientific proceedings. Your Honor, we are ready to receive that ruling. Your Honor, however, there were various bail applications. Your Honor, including A9 and A12 to A21, except A20. Your Honor, we will also be able to respond to the
The issue of this determination is therefore a narrow but important one. Whether this court should permit media attendance and coverage of the trial, or if so, on what terms. Open justice is not a decorative idea. It is part of a fair trial. Courts administer justice in the name of the people, and the public confidence in the judicial process depends in no small measure on proceedings being seen to be fair. Control over proceedings, decorum, order, timing, recording, access, and measures necessary to protect the fairness belongs in the first instance to the court seized with the cause. The prosecution has not made out a case for excluding the media or the public from this trial altogether. A blanket ban would be disappropriated in the present material and would offend the constitutional presumption of a public hearing. However, the prosecution has shown a legitimate basis for regulation of the mode of coverage. I therefore reject the two extremes. First, I reject the defense submission to the extent that it treats every form of media activity in court as constitutionally untouchable. Open justice does not translate into an automatic right to convert the courtroom into a live broadcast studio.
And I think I understood the ruling of court. The court said a blanket ban on the media would be unconstitutional.
Sure.
hearings shall remain open to members of the media.
True.
No order for proceedings in camera is made.
Yes.
Live coverage is prohibited.
True.
Live coverage, in my understanding, and Court can guide further, is when what they are broadcasting is being showed out there in real time. But my understanding is that Court is saying the media can continue to attend, cover, but you are recording, and then you can eventually piece out what to air on TV, on radio, and so on. So the cameras certainly continue to roll. However, what Court is saying, don't show out there in real time. And also Court has made an order in as far as protected witnesses are concerned. So I thought the ruling is clear.
I think the issue is now on my second order. Let me re-echo it. Live audio recordings, live video recordings, live photography, and live streaming from inside the courtroom are prohibited. And reinforced in his rejoinder. That he did not pray for the hearing to be conducted in camera, but that unregulated live broadcast and social media amplifications may compromise the integrity of the proceedings. Affect witnesses and risk prejudice. And the due administration of justice. The defense opposes the application and invokes the constitutional guarantees of a public hearing, freedom of expression, freedom of press, and the access to information. The core constitutional setting in this is embedded in Article 28 that guarantees a fair, speedy, and a public hearing, while also permitting exclusion of record and public under Order 3. Fair, accurate, and text-based reporting. What I am protecting by this is simple. If you record again, even if you don't record streaming now, you can still issue the same stream later. And it's what I'm prohibiting. So what I am saying is the media shall be in the courtroom and it will take note of whatever is happening.
This case is not greater than the cases of Dr. Leslie, is not greater than all other cases. Please, at least, please let me speak. This is our life at stake. And I need to speak.
I'm requesting that you keep quiet.
I am requesting that I speak.
I'm saying that you keep quiet. In my ruling, I mentioned, if you heard me properly, that I have the mandate to see how my court is proceeding, the decorum and how things are done in my courtroom. I write it somewhere. You will read it when I give you the handbook. So it is my courtroom. I won't allow dancers here because you are the public. No, I am in a courtroom. I want us to take note that I am in a courtroom, and everywhere you go, if you go in a classroom, there is a way a classroom is handled. If you go in a mosque, there is a way a mosque is. There are orders in a mosque to assist the agent. I've not seen people entering it. It is at least consistent with the constitutional and statutory balance that It was upheld in that case that a trial court's power to bar live audio and video recordings while keeping the courtroom open, emphasizing that public access does not automatically include a right to real-time digital transmissions, and that the courts retain a statutory and inherent authority to regulate proceedings to protect the fairness and integrity of the trial. Second, I reject the prosecution's submission to the extent that it seeks by broad language to suppress media coverage on speculation alone. On the material placed before this court, there is no affidavit evidence identifying a specific witness, a concrete threat, or a prior act of intimidation tied to publication and to accredited members of the media. No order of proceedings in camera is made. No order for proceedings in camera is made. The issue of this determination is therefore a narrow but important one, whether this court should permit media attendance and coverage of the trial, or if so, on what terms. Open justice is not a decorative idea. It is part of a fair trial. Courts administer justice in the name of the people, and the public confidence in the judicial process depends in no small measure on proceedings being seen and extensions of testimony of any witness. Fair, accurate, and text-based reporting of the proceedings held in open court is permitted.
This side.
Proceeding, Your Honor, we cited a number of reasons in support of the application. Your Honor, including the security and sanity. No, Your Honor, and the scientific proceeding. Your Honor, we are ready to receive that ruling. Your Honor, however, there were various bail applications. Your Honor, including A9 and A12 to A21, except A20. Your Honor, we will also be
Achileo. You raise your hand. You're the one. Trustee Calvin. Serunkuma Edwin, Nyanzi Yasin, Kawesi Tony, Waiswa Mufumbiro Alex, Madada Sauda, Haida Doreen, Lutaya Olivia.
That is my understanding. And unless I am responsive, we could approach the bench, Your Honor.
Okay, now
Your Honor, before we approach the bench, first of all, I would like to be guided.
yes.
From the
Just
submission
for talking, please. Let me hear counsel.
from the submission of the land secretary, is as if saying that the media is totally banned. Shouldn't go to anything.
I was the court.
But Your Honor, I wish to be guided. Has the media been totally banned or they have been stopped from recording anything?
Your Honor, the moment you read the order of the court, you are now funked as official, Your Honor.
No.
No, I'm explaining my order.
Yes, they want you to review your own orders. Your
No,
Honor.
I'm not reviewing. I'm going to read again what I'm going to explain. The hearing shall remain open to the public and to accredited members of the media. No order for proceedings in camera is made. Live audio recording. No. Live audio recording. Live video recording. Live photography. And live streaming. From inside the courtroom is prohibited. In simple terms, I am saying that there will be no recording, and I give you the order. But you do not have to force me.
I am requesting to speak.
Please do.
Your Worship. We are Ugandans.
True.
We are not adversaries. We have been before you for 7 months.
True.
We have requested for trial, it has failed. When we are sick, we are brought here. Compulsory. When you're disposed, you are not here. We are human beings in the same category like you are. This matter arises from the media. It does not arise from actuality, people being there. It is from the media. Now we are having a judgment without clarity, and you are sending us to the gallows, back to the gallows with a judgment without clarity, chasing away. You yourself in your judgment, you say we are many. That means not all our relatives can be here. Now you are reducing this court process to others.
Your Honor,
Excuse me, I'm speaking. We have been in court for 7 months. We have been here for 7 months. And this is not about lawyers. This is about us.
Your Honor, the court has made
Now,
a
if you want
decision. They are satisfied.
No, let me speak. You have been speaking. Let me speak. We are not intimidated. We are not intimidated by imprisonment. We want justice. We are not intimidated by being convicted. We want
This is not
justice.
a marketplace. If
Yes,
they
you
are
are the one in the
satisfied,
market.
they are
You are talking when I'm speaking. You see, I'm not using, we are not using lawyers.
We will not be hard in darkness. 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 We will not be hard in darkness.
People power!
Our power! Everything the prosecution that she follows, then she's telling us that we are not following the media. We will not be hard in darkness. We will not be hard in
Juliet and Naseruka Sadat for A9. But intention to appeal is not bad or does not disturb proceedings.
Because it has not been actualized.
It's not even, it's not appeal.
So yeah.
There is not justice in darkness.
Everything the prosecution that she follows, then she's telling us that we're not following. We will not be hard in darkness. 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 We will not be hard in darkness.
People power!
Our power!
Tuliyambale ngule, on
tuite, tuyambale kule, tulizimba Uganda.
We